Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Carried. Okay, everybody has a snow and ice agreement in their packets from the county. It did increase a little bit this year. I'll need a motion for that.
I'll move it.
Motion by Mr. Martin, second. Second by Mr. Bershkovich. Is there any discussion?
It's pretty much the same that we've done for 100 years.
Yep. All the roads, salt
Yeah.
the road, they pay us.
Yep.
Any other discussion? All in favor signify by voting aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Carried. Okay, easement on Shore Lawn Drive. That's Andy. And
We prepared this for, I talked to Andy.
it's a turnaround.
We prepared, it's a turnaround. So this, the only thing you do tonight is you'd authorize the acquisition of the permanent right of way and easement for the turnaround for that particular area.
Okay.
I'll make a
Motion made by Mr. Kopp, second. Second by Mr. Bershkovich. Is there any discussion?
We've been working on this, John.
A long time.
Yeah, this has been going for quite a while
Yeah.
to get this thing, this turnaround done.
That's correct. And this is, these are parties that are working together.
And so we're in good shape.
Everybody's in agreement. So I talked to Andy again today about it, and he's good to go.
Okay.
So I'll work with Andy after this is done too.
Okay, Mr. Ranger. Aye. Mr. Bershkovich.
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
Aye.
Mr. Kopp.
Aye.
I'm an aye. Carried. Okay, EDD for Mr. Katzenstein.
Okay. So I've been working with Ken's attorney since the last meeting. The planning board has also been reviewing this, so this is following two parallel tracks. The planning board's working up the actual PDD, all the elements of it, and they're doing the seeker on it. And then you guys are basically in control of the actual physical local law, the legislation that would turn Ken's land into a planned development district with all the authorized uses. It's subject to what Ken knows. It's subject to a planning board review at some time. Whether Ken owns it then or not, we don't know. If it were to be sold, then whoever owns it has to go through the planning board before the actual physical operation of whatever becomes can occur. So everybody's on board. I've talked to the attorney about that. We worked together, and I put together a resolution that introduces the PDD local law, and we are not going to do seeker tonight. We're just going to, you would just schedule it for a public hearing at a future date, and that's all you can really do because we haven't heard back from the
Can we
planning board
schedule
recommendation.
for it the next succeeding meeting after the planning board picks it over?
You certainly can. Yep, and it's going to be on the agenda for next, is it next Tuesday? No, 2 Tuesdays from now. I mean, if they get through it, then you can do that.
So
I gotta
you
send
want-
it- I gotta
you
send
want-
it to the county, too,
Does
don't
our
forget.
motion's gotta say that?
Well, I would put it on, I mean, we can always open a public hearing and then just keep it open if you wanted to, but I would put it on for either maybe your second, to be sure your second meeting in October for that public hearing, then you'd be sure the planning board's got a full chance to get through it.
That would be the next succeeding meeting.
So that's so that'd be the 20th,
Yep.
right? Is that what that means, the next succeeding meeting?
Sure.
No, I don't follow that kind of stuff, that's good. Okay, so public hearing for the 20th.
Yeah.
October.
Well, what we can do is
October.
keep it open
Yep.
until the first meeting in November, which is at 6 o'clock.
Do you want to say something?
What's your time frame, chief?
I have to.
And
be
right now, I know
informed of the
that.
20th. I was supposed to be informed of the 20th. I couldn't go down and fly back.
We gotta wait till the planning board, so.
The planning board is,
That meeting's coming up on the 5th. So the 5th, next planning board meeting's on the 5th
Of October.
of October. If they were to get through if the planning board got through everything they needed to, fine. That's up to the planning board. I can't say what they're gonna do or not do. I mean, we've had good meetings so far.
couldn't we schedule the public hearing for the first one and then just keep it open?
So do these
Can we do that before the planning board sends it to us though?
do what?
Public
Schedule a
hearing?
public hearing?
Yeah. I'm okay with that. The same thing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
We'll
secret.
schedule a public hearing for October 5th?
Yeah.
No, or we.
No, it's the 6th. October 6th.
6th.
Yep.
And we'll keep the public hearing open until the second meeting and then we'll close it and be done.
This way, Ken, because somebody from Ken's camp has to be at the public hearing.
I can make that, yeah.
So you could be here on the
Fifth,
6th, really.
sixth, okay.
And you'll be here on the 5th for the planning board, correct?
Okay,
Okay, so that fulfills that requirement, that's
Okay.
good, otherwise he'd have to send a
How
representative.
about on the 20th?
20th, I don't need him to be there.
Okay, so we're
don't need me.
good.
So we're talking about the 6th with the understanding that it may be held open until the 20th.
Right.
And we'll see how
Of
the planning
October.
board, yeah, of October, we'll see how the planning board makes out. Now, Ken, the first meeting is that's a 6 PM meeting. The second one is
At
right
5.
now, that's at 5, okay? If somebody had to go. And anyway, the resolution is in your packet, and all it does is talks about what the project is, or the PDD, and it schedules a public hearing. And, I left 2 dates in here, so I'll circle the 6th and the 6 PM for this first version.
What can we do secret?
Seeker's gonna be done by the planning board, that's why I said I wasn't sure it was gonna, but, to be fair, I've been working with Ken's attorney on the seeker now, so I'm hopeful that we'll have that all knocked out before the meeting.
So you just have to make sure this is advertised, what, 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever that is.
Yes, sir, yeah, by way of
Okay, we
statute.
need a motion then to schedule the public meeting for October 6th.
I'll make that motion, Jim.
Okay, 6:10,
6 at 5, right?
We'll
6 and 5.
Say 6, and I can,
Yeah, the
6.
sixth
it can happen anytime after.
October
6.
6th
At
at
5.
6 PM.
At 6,
At
October
6.
6th at 6.
6 to 6.
Okay, I need a motion for that. Motion by Mr. Martin, second by Mr. Berskevich. Is there any discussion? Okay, Mr. Berskevich.
Aye.
Mr. Cox.
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
Aye.
Mr. Ranger.
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Carried. Okay, next we have our Black Point turnaround,
Okay.
again for Andy.
Yeah, so this one is in the nature of, it's the acquisition of property, by state statute, where, because you're a municipality, you have the ability and the right to do that. But to do it under the eminent domain procedure law, you have to hold a public hearing first. And in your packets, there's a picture, a drawing of the piece of land that Andy needs for his turnaround that he would like, and he's worked with the surveyor to acquire it to review what this should be. We've also I've met in the past with Mr. Politis or Politis. Andy has on multiple occasions, I've spoken with Mr. Politis' attorney on multiple occasions. I advised him the other day that this meeting, there'll be a proposal to schedule a public hearing for the EPL proceeding. And then, I'll get you all kinds of information out of it, but for now, it's just to schedule that public hearing. And that would be, what I put it down for. I don't have it down, it's whenever you want it. Well, actually, I think I wanna have you do it. I think I'm gonna have you do that at the second meeting in
Yeah.
October, because I've got publication
Yeah.
requirements I gotta do. So that would be the 20th, right?
Yeah.
5
Why don't we thinking we're gonna be ready for budget? The 20th or the 6th?
Probably closer to the 20th, because we gotta wait for the sales tax figures after the state comes in, if they do it after Columbus Day. If I can do it any quicker, I'll let you know.
Well, I'm just worried that if Mr. Politis decides to show up.
Oh, are you thinking of adopting it on the 20th?
Yeah. Or do you think we just should introduce it?
No, you gotta do it before, because your only other meeting is, you know. when
November, we can do
it.
it November, first week of November, right?
The way everything's, by the election day, it's all contingent on the election day. You're probably better,
It's just a
Well, you
state,
could do
state
another-
artificial deadline.
right, but you can do another meeting to adopt the budget on the 27th, but we didn't talk about that, but I'll try to get it done for you on the 20th.
Well, we got a lot of talking to do before then, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out what's,
Okay.
cause that meeting may get a little wild. So, okay, we've all voted on that, or we did?
No, you need a motion and a
Need a
second.
motion for that, to set the public hearing for the October 20th board meeting for the Black Point Road turnaround. Mr. Berskevich, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Martin. Is there any discussion? Mr. Ranger.
Aye.
Mr. Cox.
Aye.
Mr. Martin.
Aye.
Mr. Berskevich.
Aye.
I'm an aye. Carried. Okay. No budget modification this time around.
No,
Next
not
time.
until I get the other.
Okay. All right, firefighter applications, nothing?
Now, Chenango's got got a couple of real good ones coming in, but they don't have their fiscal yet.
Alright,
Oh, okay, what?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, I didn't know if you talked about snow plowing when I was outside,
Yeah, we
what do
didn't
you wanna
do
do with
snow. No, we
that?
didn't.
You wanna
No
talk
problem.
about that later?
No problem. Sorry.
okay, firefighter applications, anybody got anything, David, you got anything?
Fishing derby is this Saturday.
Fishing derby is Saturday,
Nine
what
to
time does it start?
9 o'clock, 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
And,
So it's the first fishing derby that we're holding at Sullivan Park since the pond's been dredged and we've done some paving there and everything else, so hope everybody comes to enjoy it, hope we get some good weather. I know that they put some fish in,
yeah,
so,
Are they already in it?
yes, they put them in there.
What are they, bass or
One delivered, got them, and I'm not sure what kind, is it bass?
large or small?
Small.
and, I just wanna say, we had a 9/11 ceremony, 8:30 in the morning, Saturday. And Jill appreciated it, took care of the whole thing. And Bob French used to do it, and she did just as good a job, and was well attended, and she did a very good job.
Okay.
Did you talk about the plowing, that's part of it?
Oh, about the snow plowing, no, we're gonna talk about that in our budget.
Oh,
Yeah, we
sorry, I missed that.
I'll report on NICEAC next meeting, I wanna get all my stuff out of it, organized, so, just rush home today, put it all in bed. Yes, take an update on
Yeah, I've been attending the Zoom meetings, to follow up on what's going on with Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow progressed to the point where they got the undergrounds in, they poured the concrete, the pump has arrived, and we are now sitting, waiting for the structure to cover it up. We've had probably 4 or 5 different changes in delivery dates. I'm told that tomorrow, the contractor their sub should have it done, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. With that said, if you look at today's date, there is no way we meet our substantial completion of October 2nd. So this contractor will need to come up with a new schedule, especially as these things start to arrive. We're gonna continue to pursue this through this fall. We've gotta get this water in for Sleepy Hollow. They have certainly waited a long time. So unfortunately, supply chain has been a big problem. Many of you know, as many of you know, and it's affecting this project, so.
Well, if they had it done, then I'll get it done themselves. Alright, on that note, WIA does not come out, that's the water infrastructure money through the state. I don't know what the holdup is, but, nobody's heard anything on that grant money. Usually it's out by now, and it's not coming, so I don't know if anybody's gonna get any of that or not. That, is important to some of the projects we got going on. We'll see what happens.
And we're on out, right?
Yeah. Alright, nobody has anything else, and motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Copp, second. Second by Gary Ranger. All in favor, signify by voting aye. Aye. Anybody opposed?